is for life. That makes sense? So you're promoting friendly or beneficial bacteria when you take the friendly fluoride and place it in your body. One of the best products you can get for that is Digest Go. They have one called Probiotic, and it's very good for that. So that's some basic information for you. Let's go there. Something else that is good for cleansing and detoxifying the colon is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll deodorizes the system. It deodorizes. You know what? This stuff is so good. Let me ask you this question. What came first? The sun or plants?
Sun.
Most people think it was the sun. It was not. It was plants. Now understand something. God was able to create plants without having the sun. But there was a sun. The Son of God. It was God who commanded the light to shine out of the darkness in the face of Jesus Christ. So the Son of God arrived with healing what? In his wings. So in other words, listen, when God created the plants of the field, and he put that chlorophyll in that plant, he put life in that plant. And when you eat that plant, you eat life. And when you eat that chlorophyll, you're practically partaking of Jesus Christ. But guess what? Chlorophyll is so vital. If you needed a blood transfusion and there was no blood, do you know you can use that? Under a microscope, it's almost exactly the same. Blood and chlorophyll. It's almost exactly the same. So chlorophyll is essential in cleansing and deodorizing the body. All right, let's move to our next one. Yes.
Is there a particular brand that you recommend or just any?
There is no real particular brand that I recommend. What I usually tell people to do is when you go to the health food store and you look at them, you can ask someone that works there about the quality of the product. Typically, your chlorophyll will come from alfalfa. That's usually where they'll get it from. It's rich in chlorophyll. That's typically where it will come from. Yes. Yes. That must be my phone button.
It's been going on for
Crazy.
13 minutes.
Emergency.
There's my life right there somewhere.
We had to refurbish our wellness center, and that's the plumber. We had to do our plumbing work, so it's called. All right. We had a question on the table.
I
Yes.
had a question. What about juicing wheatgrass?
Oh, juicing wheatgrass.
Repeat the question so it'll be picked up on the mic.
Okay. The question was, what about wheatgrass? Juicing wheatgrass. All right. Juicing wheatgrass, which is rich in chlorophyll, will fall under the second step in a cleansing program. The second step will be nourishing. That wheatgrass, they're called superfoods. Superfoods. The reason they're called superfoods, you can take ounces of that stuff, and I got a presentation on superfoods. You can take ounces of that stuff, and you can go stand by the produce section of Walmart's, and ounces of that stuff will have more nutritional potency than all that produce on that Walmart shelf. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it is true. That's why they're called superfoods. You start taking things like wheatgrass, spirulina, what's the other one? Chlorella, barley green. These are superfoods, and the potency of them, you couldn't eat enough food. Because what you want is what's in the food. I mean, God is so good that He made it taste good. But what you really want is what's in it. He just made it taste good so you would eat it. What's in it is what you want. So when you start juicing and getting that wheatgrass, you are getting superpower food. That makes sense? And it's going straight to your cells. But listen, most people don't benefit from barley grain. Most people don't benefit from wheatgrass. Most people don't benefit from chlorella, and all these things because the cells are toxic. And they're not in a position to receive. But I promise you, when you cleanse, it's going to take you to a different level. Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to tell us how we're going to know that we're cleansed like we should be?
When you sleep. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Okay? I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Now, what we're doing right now, consider me as I'm adding value to the product. When I talk to people about health, there's some people who just, love to eat whatever they eat, no matter what it does to their body. So I have to speak in such a way that I make that add value to the product so people can say, hey, I need to do something about my health. I don't want to just give them good advice, I want to give them good news as well. That makes sense? So I'm going to go over and show you exactly what you need to do to cleanse according to God's plan. All right? Yes, sir.
We'll change the subject just a little.
All right.
Got a friend, his wife died of cancer. I had to talk to them. They're not interested. The guy told me the other day, he said, the insurance is paying for all this right now. And she's pretty much accepted that she's fixing to die. And how she's living and doing how she does, I see her a couple of times a week. And she holds a straight face. She talks like there's nothing wrong. She's taking chemo treatments and stuff 3-4 times a week. They're killing her. She's went through 6 months of this stuff already. And she's starting her second round now. And all he can tell, all her husband can tell me is insurance is paying for these. But because they won't pay for nothing else, they don't want to try nothing else.
In vain shall I use many medicine, which I shall have. Is that we put our trust in Him. That's what we do. And it takes faith to choose God's healing. It takes faith. You have to have faith in God. And the thing about it is, it's not, if I would say, it's not hocus pocus. It is, if you take these principles and you look at the scientific data, it proves that it works. So science supports what we're talking about. So when you start talking to people about using a natural way, science supports it, but the AMA does not. You got me? So it does work. Only thing you can do in situations like that is pray and ask God to give you the words to approach, because most people are not open to natural ways.
It's like what you said.
They usually wait till there's
They want to
no
eat what they want to eat.
And eat what they want. We eat ourselves to death. Yeah. And that's why we need to be an example. We need to be examples in health. So people can look at us and say, hey, what is it about you? And then we can point them to the great physician and how he teaches us how to care for our bodies. All right? Let's move on. All right. Now, let's jump to our other colon health.
Is barley grain and liquid chlorophyll the same thing?
Barley grain